Tony Robbins once said, "The secret to living is giving." What if life's secret could be summed up to just one sentence? The idea that to get what you want in life, you just have to give it first. What if you could be happy, wealthy, healthy, and loved by just forgetting about yourself and giving it all to others first? Stop doing things that don't work. I once read a famous Buddhist quote that says, "All failures come from misunderstanding. Misunderstanding of how the world works." For example, did you know that 9 out of 10 new business ventures fail in their first 3 years? I'm sure that those 9 didn't start them in order to fail, right? So what is it that they don't know? What is the misunderstanding? Almost all of us misunderstand how to get things done, which makes our whole life a game of chance. If it's our health, our business, our fulfillment, or anything we want to get in life. This makes everyone around us sad, depressed, angry, frustrated, disappointed, which cause even more separation between all of us. The problem? We just don't know how to make the things we want to happen. If we did know how to get what we want, would there be any failure in our world? Right now, we all just playing the odds and hoping for the best. When I started in business, all I thought about was me. How can I be rich? How can I make money? How can I make them pay for it? How can I show off cars and watches and girls and whatever? And guess what? Everything I did failed. Businesses, relationships, my health. Maybe at first it looked good, but not really. And the worst part, I felt like shit. Nothing worked out. I felt miserable, like life is always against me. Ever felt that way? Like there's some kind of a conspiracy against you. Like no matter what you do, you just can't get what you want for some reason. I always hated that uncertainty we all live in. The uncertainty of whether the things we do will work or not. I always thought on how would it feel if 100% of the things I did actually work? Is it even possible? What if all of this game of odds was completely unnecessary? What if there were rules we can learn on how to play this game called life? Rules that we can learn to make life work for us, not against us, and actually help us win in this game, or at least help us make a progress. What if those rules were as simple as it gets? What if we didn't have to look for those rules out there, but we already had access to all of the cheat codes, those rules, everything we need right now, inside us? What if I told you that you already know those rules, that you've heard about those rules hundreds of times before, but never took them seriously? At least for me, I remember thinking, it gotta be more complicated than that. The aha moment for me came from a book that someone gave me and forced me to read. So I've read it. And then, at first, nothing changed. But I said, at some point, fuck it, let's actually give it a try. So I just started implementing what's in the book. I implemented it one step at a time, every single day. I didn't give up. And eventually, yes, it took some time. But then my life changed forever. I got in shape. I bought $1 million businesses without using my own money. I turned around companies from bankruptcy to riches using those simple principles. I made a lot of money. I traveled the world. I finally got everything I always dreamed about. I learned about myself. I've done shamanic ceremonies. I meditated for days. I actually didn't talk for 10 days straight in one of the meditation retreats and only meditated for 10 days straight, twice. But I realized that the things I wanted aren't important. That following those rules is much more important for success internally and externally. I realized that the line between me and you is artificial. It's all in our mind. I realized we've been told a lie. We've been told to be selfish and go for what we want. But what if becoming selfless is what actually going to bring us everything we ever wanted? What if for one thing to happen, something else have to happen first? And what if we are in control of it? What if what goes around really comes around? And what if karma is real? Karma, really? Is that the answer? What is even karma and why karma? And remember, this is not some pie in the sky, do good or fantasy. It's a real, practical business strategy for measurable financial returns. I'm a very practical, let's make money kind of person. I never believed in the woo-woo fairy tale stuff. But guess what? Woo-woo works. Call it placebo, call it luck, call it faith, call it God. I believe in truth and I believe when I see results. Sharing it feels super weird to me, but I wouldn't be where I'm at today without it. And every successful person I know or ever read about know those rules, consciously or subconsciously. I used to be the person who walked away from videos like this. But guess what? It didn't help me get results. It didn't change me. It didn't get me anything. And for you, what's the worst case? Give it a try. The worst case, you might just end up having everything you want in your life. Everything. I'm talking everything. Financially, emotionally, physically, spiritually, it's all there in these simple rules. And I'm not just talking external returns. Those are cool at first. I'm talking returns that always accompanies by a sense of fulfillment and happiness, not just outside objects. Returns that will make other people successful too, which will make them happy, which will make you happy, which makes everyone happy and successful. Win-win. So, what is karma? It's anything you do, say, or think. It means that every time you decide to do, say, or think something, it's being recorded. Where? In the infinite storage capacity called your mind. If you believe that your thoughts have something to do with your destiny, I would be real careful about what I'm thinking about. Whatever you do, anything you do, plant a seed that will someday come out in the way you see life. Nothing is real, but only that which is real in your mind. And we can get only what we first provide to others. Want a proof? Write down 3 of the most successful things that ever happened to you in your life. Now, see if you can recall helping someone else being successful in just that same sort of way, even if it was very small, since karma seeds plants in our subconscious get bigger over time. If you helped someone being successful in a field, even if it's just small, most likely that it came back to you in some way, shape or form. Whatever you want from life, you must do for someone else first. That's what we call the echo effect. What it is that you want, what would make your life amazing. The way to get it now is simple. Just do, say, and think it for someone else. We can only plant something for ourselves if we do it for others. Don't ask me why. You wanted the cheat codes, right? Those are the cheat codes. We can get only what we first provide to others. Without other people, no karma seeds are planted. Without seeds, there's no success. That's why we need other people. This fact about how karma works, the fact that we can get only what we first provide to others, is actually the most satisfying thing of all about the world we live in. Deep down inside us, we all crave some justice in the world. That there has to be a logic to how things go. That success isn't just some random thing. That life isn't just a lottery. That good things should happen to people who do good things to others. Well, guess what? They do.